Howdy friends, and welcome back to Toy Box Nostalgia. I'm Douglas, and in this video we are going to be unboxing and reviewing and taking a very close look at the absolute brand new 2024 Mattel Turtles of Grayskull Leatherhead. That's right, my friends, this was sent to me by one of you, Motu Tony. Thank you so much for saving my ass on this. I really wanted this action figure. I was one of those fools that pre-ordered it. Whenever it went up for pre-order in the Walmart application on my phone, you know, I set my alarm to wake up early. I was refreshing the app and I was able to get it in pre-order while it was in stock. And then I started noticing on social media, like some Facebook groups and such, that people were showing pictures of these on the shelves at Walmart. So I was like, what the hell's going on? I went to Walmart. I was like, hey, what's the status of this? Why does mine say it's not shipping till late November, right? And they canceled it. They were like, we're so sorry about that. We've successfully canceled your order. Yes, that seems to be a theme right now with the toy market that's going on with Mattel stuff. So thank you, Motu Tony. This is absolutely awesome. I can't wait to get this open. Just like Splinter Skull, I'm pretty sure this is my new favorite Leatherhead. This looks nuts. This looks so good. And it's my favorite thing about Mattel. The artists and the sculptors, man, you got to give them credit for this stuff. This stuff is like on the pegs at Walmart and it looks this good at cheap retail prices. But wait until you see this this artwork's way better than the Splinter Skull one. And this is also a deluxe action figure. And unfortunately, this was a Walmart exclusive, so it doesn't come with any model bottle parts. But that's okay, you know, that's whatever. I don't know how I'm going to get Walmart exclusives in the future. I guess pay scalper prices or something. I don't know. Whatever. If you're new to Toy Box Nostalgia, you'd love to see more content like this show up into your YouTube newsfeed, please consider hitting that subscribe button. Truly helps out the channel. If you're a fan of Leatherhead, if you're a fan of Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, if you're a fan of Masters of the Universe, or if you're a fan of Turtles of Grayskull or just Leatherhead or Toy Box Nostalgia, please give me a thumbs up. I'd love you so much forever for it. And drop a comment below letting me know what you think of this crazy new toy line, the Turtles of Grayskull toy line. I still want to keep talking about this with you all. Thank you so much for watching, my friends. Give me about 10 seconds to set up the lighting in here, and I'm going to catch you after this quick break. Okay, so before we dive in, we have to take a look at this awesome packaging. So we've seen this before. This is typical for Turtles of Grayskull deluxe action figure packaging to come in these really nice, almost Super 7 Ultimates quality boxes. I mean, look how crazy this is. Really nice cardboard. Up here at the top, we have Turtles of Grayskull in high gloss. We have two really awesome pictures of Leatherhead. He looks absolutely crazy in both of them. I love how crazy he looks. On the side, we have Turtles of Grayskull again, high gloss. And then we have another image right here. He just looks insane. I love that. Flipping over to this side, and yeah, he doesn't have his hat on, but he definitely has that crazy bear claw, bear trap thing that he's holding right there. Looks awesome. Turtles of Grayskull at the top. We have ooze. We have purple bricks everywhere. We have ooze just leaking everywhere from this sewer artwork. Absolutely awesome. Up here at the top, we have Leatherhead, Master of Tracking and Trapping. Look at that action figure. Just phenomenal. This is Masters of the Universe Origin style peg system, so we can swap parts if we want. Right here, we have that nice clear sticker. It says Masters of the Universe X Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Mattel down here at the bottom. Now flipping over to the back. This is where absolutely beautiful artwork exists for all of these action figures. So the whole thing is kind of like comic book style artwork. Looks absolutely awesome. Up here we have Shredder. We already got that. We have Bebop here. We have Rocksteady. And, you know, just really cool diorama scene right here. Kind of looks like the Fright Zone in the background right there. That, like, the tree and, like, that little pen right there. That's definitely... Come on, you got to give us a Fright Zone, right? And then, obviously, we have Leatherhead in the foreground looking absolutely insane. His eyes, like his pupils, are crosses. They look crazy, right? I'm going to zoom in here in case you want to read this. Down here we have 2 action shots. So we have swap hat for Eternian helmet. So, you know, he's got an Eternian helmet, he's got a hat. Snatches enemies with power trap. So that bear claw bear trap thing is actually called the power trap. All right, so let's just crack this open and get the action figure out. Okay, so inside the packaging, we do have these instructions right here. We can attach the tail, showing how he holds the power trap, and I guess just holding the power trap. So this is not a comic book, I don't believe. It's probably a piece of cardboard that comes with the deluxe action figures for the Turtles of Grayskull toy line. Here it is right here. Look at that artwork. Absolutely awesome, right? Again, comic book style artwork. This would make an absolutely fantastic series of comic books, even a huge hardcover omnibus. I would totally read every page. Flipping over to the back, I'm going to zoom in here so you can pause if you'd like to read this. Really cool picture right there, and I love this. The Masters of the Universe X Nickelodeon Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. At the bottom right, we also get the instructions here. They come with Masters of the Universe Origins action figures. So we can remove the head, we can remove the arms and the shoulders, we can swap out the hands, we could break the action figure in half at the waist, and we could remove the essentially the shin all the way down to the feet at the boot cuts right there. Here's the background. We've seen this background multiple times. I think this is like grass, and this is a really nice scene right here with like autumn trees on the sides and a big sunburst here. You know, nice autumn day, still have green grass, kind of cool. Eternia is definitely a beautiful place that I would like to visit. So here's the action figure in the bubble, right? We have this massive tail, this color looks awesome. Look at that color. It's definitely more blue than green, which I think is awesome. He's got that cool Crocodile Dundee looking hat there, and the power trap looks awesome. So I'm not seeing any bands here, so I think I could just get this action figure out without having to cut anything, and if so, that would be a first. But before we do so, I have a message from our sponsor, which is Motu Tony. Motu Tony says, vote for Shredder. This election season, coming up in November, you definitely want to vote for somebody that wants you for the foot. Alright, so here it is, my friends. This is everything that you get in the package. Let's take a look at the action figure first. Wow, this looks absolutely phenomenal to me. I was incredibly excited about this action figure when it was announced, because to me, Leatherhead was looked the most different. You know, I was used to seeing him in that cartoon style toy line from NECA, and you know, even like the new one that came out from the Archie comics. This is just a whole new take that absolutely is long overdue and super refreshing from the sculptors at Mattel. I love this. Like this is really nice. His vest looks awesome. The gold is actual shiny gold, and it matches here with the belt and the arm bracers here. His hands are those merman hands that we saw. We've actually seen a couple action figures. I think also Mossman had these hands too. I love like Mattel's mutant hands. I just think they look awesome. Big, long, claw-like fingernails. Looks really cool. The skin has scales on it, but they're just kind of like horizontal scales, as you see there, going down the leg, down the arms. Really cool. He's got this big pelt on his back here that goes over his vest. And like the teeth look absolutely awesome. His jaw does in fact articulate, and you could see more details there in the mouth. Take a look at his tongue and those teeth. His Eternian helmet wants to keep falling off. So this is on there, just sitting on there. Yeah, it's kind of goofy, right? But taking a look at the top of his head, look at the scale work right there from the sculptors. Look at these pieces coming up over his eyes, like where his eye sockets are going around there. Look at his pupil, like that big cross right there. Look at all of the details they put into there. It's so crazy. Underneath, you could see there's like a pinkish hue, probably from the paint that was in the mouth here. I can't believe this. Like this is out of this world. Like I don't get this. Obviously Eternia, definitely out of this world. But take a look at the color on the boots. It's like a tan color. And then we have the typical origin style boots where we have the wrapping around it. Though I think with the Turtles of Grayskull, I feel like the boots are a little taller. kind of like the cartoon collection height maybe, or maybe it's just like an illusion for me. But as you see the back of the legs right here, the way that this curves right here, you can't get like a straight line there just because it's Masters of the Universe Origins, not cartoon collection, but still, that's okay. I would love to see this in a much more detailed toy line, like the Masterverse toy line. If they did Turtles of Grayskull and Masterverse, people would just go apeshit over it. I feel like this is something that, you know, collectors like me, like all the Gen X people that just want the, you know, the nostalgia feel, but in a new, like, updated way. You know, I think Masterverse is perfect for that. The loincloth is the same color as the boots, as we see here. It's like that cool tan color, or warm tan rather, but just, I think it looks cool. And then his vest, as you see here, take a look at the shoulder right there. It's like ripped off. Like his arm, the arms of the vest, I guess it wasn't a vest. Maybe it was long sleeves. He just ripped them off. Really cool. I love these. They almost look like teeth, like something from like the movie Blood Diner, right? Just like part of the vest, you know, and it's like this nice soft material. The pelt's nice soft material. Everything else is like a hard plastic, and everything is kind of flat finished except for his eyes. His eyeballs, they're like glossy, and the gold, you know, the gold really looks gold. So let's take a look at some of the accessories next, right? Here is the power trap. This articulates right here. Lots of details. This is translucent blue. You can definitely see light going through there. Kind of looks cybernetic, like it's from some sort of robot. Definitely looks like it's been modified or built by somebody like Baxter Stockman. But it has this huge handle right here, and that's where he holds it. There's peg holes. There's lots of little designs on there. As you see, like all these lines inside of here, looks really great. This looks like a big bolt that this has been screwed onto. And then on the edges, there's like this really nice texture right here. And that part doesn't move. It looks like just this inner part moves. And if we move this, it looks like this part is stationary. Yeah, as you see there, it's stationary for sure. Probably holding it all together, right? Awesome. We also get like this Crocodile Dundee style hat, right? That goes onto Leatherhead. Yeah, take a look at that. He looks insane. Like if I saw this, like if I were just like, I don't know, driving through the Everglades and I saw this, I'd just keep driving. Next up, we have this tail. The tail, I don't think is a bendy tail. Like I don't see any holes in it for like a breath for like metal wire or pressure for a metal wire. It's just pretty stationary. It does have a peg hole right here in a very specific connecting system. This peg hole kind of looks like the head peg hole. As we see here, this for the head, it's like the same size. Like I wonder if I could just, no, I guess not, because this is recessed. But that would be pretty funny. Yeah, I don't seem to have any other Masters of the Universe Origins or cartoon collection heads that don't have the hole recessed like that for the neck, except for the female action figures, and I'm definitely not going to stick a female's head on an alligator's ass. Okay, so we're going to take a look at what the action figure looks like without the armor on, or the vest, rather. Yeah, take a look at that buck. That's really cool. I love those scales. I love that scale design. Mine seems to have a very, very loose head. This head's very loose. I've seen a lot of complaints about loose joints, loose legs, and stuff like that. And as a doll collector, that doesn't really bother me. If I need to tighten a joint up or make sure that a joint is in a specific position for toy photography, I use like this stuff. And it works every time. But that's okay. This is what he looks like without his vest on. Really, like I said, I really like the design. I love how it like follows through with the arms. I guess if you turn the arms a certain way. Yeah, take a look at that. Just like continues. Very, very cool. So next up is articulation. So this is going to be Masters of the Universe Origins action figure. So we're going to get, this is abnormal, I'll be honest with you, but yeah, tilt. Obviously can look up a little bit, can look down pretty good. Not bad. Moving down to the arm, we do have a peg and a hinge right there. So take a look there. There's a typical Masters of the Universe Origins peg right there. And the peg hole points down towards the pelvis. So to put that back in, you just have to make sure it's pointing down. You get a wide range of articulation. Now, there's no bicep cut here. Moving down to the elbow right here, we do have a nice hinge. It's ratcheting. And it's definitely on a peg, but the peg doesn't come out. At least I don't think that it comes out. And then moving down to the wrist, we have a hinge in the wrist going into the palm on both hands. We only get 2 hands with this action figure. And it swivels because obviously it's on a peg, so you could swap it out for other action figure hands. Down to the waist, we do break at the waist, and it's just one single peg, and it swivels. Just like this, 360, very nice. Moving down to the pelvis, there's a typical barbell style inside there holding the legs together. We can swivel at the knee, which is awesome, and we do have a hinge at the knee, and we got a little bit of a carve out here, so we can get that leg, moved all the way back like that, though it may look kind of funky. This whole action figure to me is insanely loose. Like, I feel like the quality of this isn't the best. There's like a big gap right here, on both of the arms. I don't know what that is. Like, you could see down inside there, it's like kind of strange looking. And when I'm bending the knee, I feel like it could come off really easily. Okay, so moving down to the boot cut, we do have the swivel down here, and then we take a look at it. It's definitely Masters of the Universe Origins peg, and there's a peg hole right there. There's an L because this is the left foot. Moving down to the foot, we do have a rocker, so we can in fact to get if the legs are, let's see, right there, spread apart, he can plant his feet perfectly flat on the ground. Good move by Mattel. And we also get this really nice hinge that has a lot of articulation. So the range of articulation for this is, on par, I feel like, with other Masters of the Universe Origins action figures, considering, he's bulky, he's got a big head. And yeah, so very, very loose. Everything's just like super loose on this one. And again, the jaw articulates. We saw that in the beginning. It comes down like this. So maybe that can hold it in place, but he's not going to have his mouth open all the time, especially when he's like curiously looking at things or looking up at things. Sometimes he probably have his mouth open when he's looking up at something, right? I don't know. I feel like his expression on his face is seriously like, fuck around and find out. So I think that's awesome. And finally, this tail, this ball joint on this tail. It's a shame I couldn't find a head that would snap on here because that would just look funny. But here we go. Just snap it on. All right, so the tail's like a rubbery feel to it. It's not plastic. I feel like it's a very rigid rubber. So it wasn't easy to get that on there. And yeah, that's kind of weird looking. A huge gap right there, huge hole right there. Doesn't look the best. And the way that it connects is just kind of odd like this. I don't think this was very well thought out by Mattel, this part right here. And it's just like, because look at the loincloth and look at the belt, it just doesn't really make any sense. But still, it's a Leatherhead. And if he's standing on your shelf or in your display, I think he would look just fine, just like this. Just normal Leatherhead, right? Got to give him his Leatherhead hat. All right, so let's see if he can hold on to his weapon. We got those merman style hands right there. For as loose as all of this stuff is, and my past experiences with Mattel stuff, I feel like this is, I don't know, I would have just assumed that this is a knockoff, right? Anyways, so this is him holding the power trap right here. I think it looks awesome. When it's this way, it kind of looks weird, because it's kind of like, who would hold something like that? Like both hands are exactly the same. They both have the same exact style on them. So they would look the same on either side. Yeah, so that's it. That we've taken a look at all of the articulation, all of the details that are in this absolutely awesome action figure. And honestly, I love it. I think it's awesome to have a Leatherhead. The tail just looks bad. Like that part looks bad, but it's okay. The hats look awesome. The head sculpt is incredible. I love the design pattern that the sculptors put into all the skin with all of the scales. Looks awesome. The color palette used is phenomenal. I love the yellow paint up here around the top of the jaw. I think that looks really good. The hat's the super cool touch. And even the Eternia helmet here, like when he goes into battle. Yeah, take a look at that. Very cool. So this has been the Toy Box Nostalgia unboxing and review and super close look at the Mattel Turtles of Grayskull Leatherhead action figure. This is definitely my favorite Leatherhead action figure that I have so far. I kind of wish that it was designed a little bit differently, and it does have some flaws. It can stand perfectly fine just due to the tail. You know, you could definitely lean back on that tail and it sits perfectly flat on the ground. I love the accessories that he comes with. I love the translucent blue on the power trap and the details. Like, honestly, the art and the details are why I buy pretty much anything besides the nostalgia factor. So I don't know. I'd love to know what you all think, so please drop a comment below letting me know what you think of the 2024 Mattel Turtles of Grayskull Leatherhead action figure. Again, thank you so much to Motu Tony for sending this out to me. It really lifted my spirits and got me back into unboxing action figures with you. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy the rest of your week. Remember, collect and shoot.
Bring on the waves, bring on the day. Now I got you in front of me.